Hey guys, it's OKB, and this is the Raid Shadow Legends offer for 2 Sacred Shards in 15 or 30 days. There are other versions of this offer, and you can only do one technically, though technically you can also do it on a different place, I suppose, with a different offer. But there are Void Shard offers, and then there's leveling offers, there's equipment offers, and then there's Sacred Shard offers. I'm showing you the current mainstream Sacred Shard offer, which I do consider the best because it's the simplest. All you really do is you spend an hour playing to level 10, and then you get 2 Sacred Shards, you buy them with $30, and then you get $60, or more or less, depending on your offer. Now, there are a couple places that you guys can access this offer from, and they give different amounts. It does get a little bit complicated. Well, not really, but if you just want to do the simple thing, it's pretty simple. So MyPoints and Swagbucks are something you consistently see on this channel, but Freecash is new, and I'm doing this because Freecash sometimes has a better offer than Swagbucks and MyPoints does, which surprised me. There aren't very many other sites that actually give as much as these two. So if you want to access this offer through MyPoints and Swagbucks, both of them are referral links that give us both a $3 bonus if you complete an offer within 30 days. Click on either one of them. On Swagbucks, you go to Discover, you go to Games, and then you can sort by max to min. And at the moment, it's $60. It was $75. I did see this at $94, but basically you just install and summon 2 Sacred Shards in 15 days and earn $60. And you must make an in-game purchase, which is interesting. According to Reddit, in a couple posts on Reddit that was talking about this offer, they said that you could actually technically get the 2 Sacred Shards in the game and then spend $1, and that counts as an in-game purchase. And so you'll spend $1 to get $59. But if you do that, you do need to get your strategies down and proper. Right, you just got to make sure you do it properly and you don't mess up like I did. I didn't really know too much about the game when I started out, so I messed up here and there and made me take a lot more time than necessary. But it still does take a whole bunch of time, even if you follow the strategy, if you're not going to buy at least one of the Sacred Shards, because you got to finish the campaign, you got to finish the mission. Those are the two things. In hard mode, and the mission is like 2 sets of missions. Okay. So this is the basic offer, but if you go over onto review here, and I believe at the moment it's IT Studios, they also have a different offer. So you guys can see here in, let me look for Raid Shadow Legends, $85.50, but this is desktop, and you do have 30 days to get your 2 Sacred Shards. So this is much more practical. If you want to take your time and actually complete the missions in-game to get the Sacred Shards for free, and then buy $1. And then you'll get $85.50. This is review, but it's a limited time offer, I believe, so it might go down below 60 later on. It all depends, so you do want to kind of look through all these sponsored offers to see if there's any really nice raid offers that go beyond Swagbucks. But this is on Swagbucks too. All right, now on offer IT Studios on this one. There's a $96.90 offer here, but it's a void offer, and that has a different strategy to it. So, I mean, there's definitely a buying strategy, but this is about Sacred Shards. So I'll put this in a separate video, right? But just keep that in mind that this is here, and if you only have one phone and you want to do an offer and you want to max it out, you could try only going for this. But I'm just going to show you the Sacred Shard offer only. Okay, now on MyPoints here, and you guys can see here, this is 10,000 points, which is $66.66 if you get a Visa reward card. And it's the same thing, summon 2 shards in 15 days. This is mobile, right? But if you go to, to get to the offers, you go to deals. Under category, you go to entertainment, and you just take a look at, give it a second to load. I think it's $40 on here. So I think the desktop version on here isn't as good. Raid right here. Yeah, this one is the desktop version. It's only $40, but you also do want to check Peanut Butter, AdGem, IT Studios on here. You want to check these trusted partner offers too, because sometimes they are better. Okay. Freecash. Now this is a little bit different. Click on the referral link here. They have a randomized sign up and referral bonus, and if you complete a couple dollars offer or survey or something, they'll give you a couple other boxes of random amounts of cents or dollars. Could go actually up to a couple $100, but that's very rare. And this one is actually much more organized and much more simple. Click on earn, and sometimes you'll see it in the free shoot offers. But on Offer Toro, not Offer Toro, this is Review. This is a $63.75. Must play on your computer, right? So this is less than the Swagbucks, but occasionally this is actually better. For example, the Rise of Kingdom actually has $120 with 2 tasks, which is actually a good task. So, and that actually beats out Swagbucks with $100. So sometimes Freecash has it better, and it changes over time, right? Review has one. IT Studios also has, I believe, what is the amount again? Raid Shadow Legends. Ooh, wow. Okay, this is the Void Shard offer, same thing that we saw earlier in Swagbucks. Take away 1-0, and this is $179.67, which is amazing. Wow. But yeah, they have different missions, so this might actually technically be harder. I mean, it definitely is harder because you can get 2 sacred shards by buying them after 1 hour. So this is definitely more difficult to get all the way through here. So yeah, do you want to check out each one of these things to see, hey, which one fits me? Am I going to go all the way and get really into it and get $100 and something, but it's going to take me a little while, and it's the Void Shard offer, or I'm going to do the Sacred Shard offer? Okay, these are the places. Make sure to click on the referral links. Now let's go over to the mobile app and I'll show you the strategies. Okay guys, so this is the offer for Raid Shadow Legends. For 2 sacred shards, and there's 2 ways you can get them. I'll explain the game as we go, right? But on the first way, the easiest way to get him is to buy him, and on the bottom left is a shop. Once you reach level 10, which you can reach level 10 pretty easily by just fighting randomly. But you reach level 10, you can go to the packs or limited time special offers, and you guys will see somewhere here that's $15 per sacred shard. Buy it for 30. Get out, and you'll get your $60 or maybe 50 or maybe 90 or something in 14 days. That's generally how the offer works. If you get level 10 and you don't get the sacred shard, and you want to buy it again later, it's going to cost more, maybe $25, maybe $30. So you do want to do this within 3 days of reaching level 10 in the game. Reaching level 10 takes about an hour, and all you do is really just go and fight in the bottom right battles, right? Campaign, dungeons, whatever. Okay, now if you actually want to play this game, you want to pay maybe you pay like $15 for 1 sacred shard, but you want to get the other one through the game. Now I actually tried to do this, and I messed up a lot, and so I really just gave up and just switched over and just bought another sacred shard for a higher price. However, it definitely is possible. Now, the first method is in getting that free sacred shard is on the bottom left. You guys see missions, right? And there's 2 sets of missions that you guys want to do before you get that sacred shard here. So that's the sacred shard here. The first set of missions, you want to get, you'll get 300 gems, which is kind of nice. It's like extra currency. And then when you have to finish another 75 missions for sacred shards. Now, number one thing that stopped me in this mission is that I threw away some of the stuff they were asking me to get. So you guys see in this mission that I got stuck on, equip 2 attack champions with level 12 gauntlets, boots, and chest plates with attack percentage as their primary stat. They had missions before that were asking you to get boots with attack percentage, chest plates with attack percentage, gauntlets with attack percentage, and then I sold it. And now I have to go to another dungeon and try to grind again to get one of those. So that's like the number one thing you want to remember when you're doing these missions. All right, if they're asking you to get something very specific, keep it for future missions. All right, it's very simple. If you go to champions here, you guys can see, just to kind of show you guys what attack percentage is supposed to be. These equipments work this way. If I click on one of these equipments, okay. On the left, you guys see critical rate 26% increase in bold, and it's bigger than everything else. That's the primary stat. Now on the bottom is secondary stats, and they're not as good, they're not as high, but If you have an epic, you'll have like 3 extra stats. If you have a rare, you'll only have 2 extra stats. If you have an uncommon, you have 1 extra stat, and you have common, you have no extra stat. And then there's legendary too. Just expect only epics, right? So that's kind of how it works. So what they want in that mission is, you guys see in my chest plate on the left here, attack 26%. They want to see that at 12 plus 12, and you want it on the gauntlets, and they want it on the boots. And so if you manage to get a gauntlet and boots with attack percentage, keep it. Don't sell it, because you're gonna have to get it again for the missions later. I'm gonna leave a lot of the tutorial to the game, because the game has a pretty good tutorial. But yeah, that's the number one thing I'm thinking about here. Okay, on top of missions, there's like other stuff that can help you out, like quests. They'll give you experience or tokens or whatever. Challenges as well, but they don't give you a sacred shard. They just give you some bonus stuff for your champions. All right. Okay, the second method is, and it's actually a third method too, but I actually don't recommend it too much. On the bottom right, you can click on battle, and this can campaign, which you start off with. And campaign, there's a normal mode and there's a hard mode. This is normal mode, right? You have to finish all of normal mode to get to hard mode. And once you get to hard mode, you have to get to 252 stars in total to get that second sacred shard for free. Now, if you're on a 15-day thing, it's possible, but man, you have to play a lot and you got to know what to do immediately. Look up some guides and stuff. I'm not going to make a game guide because it's probably going to take 40 minutes or so. But you guys know, if you click on these guys here, let's say I'm battling stage 6 or something. In order for me to get 3 stars, you guys see in the middle, in order for us to get 3 stars, you need to use 2 or fewer champions with no losses. So I can technically use 4 champions, but in order to get 3 stars, I need to use only 2 champions. In other words, in order for you to get the sacred shard, you need to really stack 2 champions only. And the first one I would recommend is their starter, and that should be the Dark Elf Kyle, right? He does a lot of area damage. That's kind of nice. Second one, you can use a War Priest like I am right now, which heals, or you can use a secondary damage dealer. But if you do that, make sure your equipment heals you in some way or form, either through damage or just every turn healing. Let me go back here. As you guys can see in the champions here, load. All right. Yeah. So equipments also have sets to them. So like 1 star is equal to 1 level of rarity. All right. So this 3-star common is worth 2-star uncommon, which is worth 1 star rare. All right. That's how I calculate it. But you also want to look at the stats, because they have randomized stats that you guys can get: attack, defense, HP, resistance, all that stuff. Okay, but for you in the first couple of days, you'll get a lifesteal set and epics, 4 stars. They may change it in the future, but I think this is going to stick. You're just going to get lifesteal, and you want to put that on your Kyle, right? And then for the other, because lifesteal requires 4 of the same set to actually activate the effect. Having a 5th one won't help you in any way. And then you want like 2 other types of probably just attack. Hopefully epic, hopefully at least 3 stars, and you want to upgrade them with silver. And that should be a pretty good setup here. You guys see in the middle, this is all the types of equipment I can use. This one's like life, so I need the number. So life 2 means you need 2 equipments to get that life bonus. And you guys can see all your bonuses here on the right under rare attack set info. Right, life steal is very important. If you're going to get a secondary damage dealer, make sure he also has lifesteal. And you get lifesteal equipment from a number of places. Campaign, I think at level 8 or something, can give you that. But also on the bottom right in the dungeons section, you guys can go search for all sorts of different equipment in the right part of the Dragon's Lair or Fire Knight's Castle or something. One of these guys, you also have regeneration, so you can also use regeneration instead of leech. That could work for support. Stun, savage, shields. It can get complicated. Just pick one. Like you randomly get some sets, so just pick a set that has some pretty good stars and rarities, and then you can go with that. And make sure it fits the champion. If it's a defensive champion, you can give it more healing, or defense or maybe extra standard attacks. I mean, extra attacks. It really just depends on the champion. All right, and if you don't know what it is, just look it up on Wiki. On the left is for ascensions. The game will show you why ascensions are important. And I think in the first week they open up for you. Everything's opened up for you, and then they're time gated after the first week. So yeah, that's important to remember. The forge. Okay, I mean the rest of the stuff the game can teach you pretty easily, but let's just say in the tavern, right? This is how you really level up everyone. So you guys see here, I have Kyle. This is my main guy, and he's 5 stars now. But he's also a rare type. You know he's a rare type because he's in blue. And in order for me to actually upgrade him, I need to sacrifice champions over here, or you got this is a blue type, right? Or I can get this mug of blue mugs, and those because it's the same type, you get extra experience. If I try to get a green type, it doesn't give us much experience, right? So that's important to know in upgrading level. Now, each star means if you have 1 star, your max level is 10. If you have 2 stars, your max level is 20, so on and so forth. Now, how do you get extra stars? Well, that's where upgrade rank on the right comes into play. So if you are 3 stars, you need, in order to upgrade your rank, you're going to need 3 other 3 stars to get to 4 stars. If you are 2 stars, you're going to need 2 other 2 stars to get to 3 stars. All right, so that's kind of how it works. And the guy who you're upgrading must be max leveled. So, in the beginning of the game, level is going to matter a lot. Equipment's going to matter a lot. But then at some point, level doesn't matter as much because you're eventually going to get there anyways while you're trying to go for, while you're trying to train all these 2 stars to max out so that you can combine some of these 2 stars into 3 stars, and then you're trying to max out 3 stars to combine it into 4 stars. And your end goal is really just to get 2 guys with 5 stars, all right? And you upgrade ranks using, using other people with that level of rank. It's a long process, but it does get easier as you play the game, as you get stronger. Okay, upgrades. So we've gone through upgrade level on the right, upgrade rank on the right, and now on the right, upgrade skills. Basically, there's these rare skill tomes that really improve your abilities, and I really stack Kyle, right? And I maxed him out, and now I can do my second champion. But basically, you want to really stack them out, their abilities, so they deal a lot of extra damage. And because Kyle does lifesteal, he'll heal himself. The more damage he does, the more he heals, and the more chance he has of surviving. So that's the general strategy that people on Reddit agree with. If you want to get if you want to try to get the Sacred Shard for free, and just blitz through everything. Yeah, the second person could be you can also stack the second person, I guess, or just have him be a healer like this War Priest right here. Okay, Ascend is self-explanatory. I'm not going to go over that. It's not too important. I mean, it's helpful, but it's not too important. Okay, you want to do the arena too. So in battle, there's also arena. Make sure to do arena, and you'll get some bronze medals, which you can use in Great Hall over here. And you guys can see attack, defense increase, critical rate for a specific type. So this is a blue type. Kyle is blue type, so I stacked everything on him. So that's a small thing you can think of. And in terms of the market, it's self-explanatory, but always get the mystery shards. And there's a chance of getting an ancient shard, by the way, which can actually give you an epic type champion, which you might want to stack. It depends on you. If you're gonna buy 1 sacred shard and open it, you might get an epic type, and that's fine. And you can use the epic type as your second champion. That's fine because they have a lot of extra stats as an epic type champion. Okay, I'm going to ignore the Guardian Ring because it's self-explanatory. Make sure to do the quest on the bottom left and challenges. Those give you extra stuff. One thing that doesn't stand out, but that is kind of important, is on the clan on the bottom right. The clan has clan quests on the left here, and you want to do those quests for clan points. Make sure you know what you're doing. All right. Some of the stuff you don't know, you might want to skip. Do the basic missions, and once you finish those, on the bottom left, there's a clan shop, which you can use for rare skill tomes, which is Awesome, because this is where I really buff up the abilities of Kyle, my first one. But you can also build, if you have a second person that's a rare type champion, you can also buff those guys up, and they'll be pretty strong, and they should be strong enough to help you out and finish off the campaign missions for the Sacred Shard. Yeah, so remember, the first kind is missions. The second is missions. Yeah, just follow the mission, Sacred Shard. Make sure to keep your attack percentages or whatever they ask you to get during those missions. And the second one is campaign, and you want to use only 2 champions to finish off each of these battles without dying. So yeah, it's a pretty big deal, but you should be able to do this with 2 rare type champions at 5 stars with upgraded abilities with those rare tomes, right? So that clan thing that I showed you there with clan missions, those are one way to get clan tomes. But yeah, quests and challenges, they also have different ways. And also the new, if I click on the left, new player rewards, daily login rewards, all of them are going to be pretty useful. Okay, the forge is going to be helpful, but this is like more late game, and you can get some materials from dungeons or quests and stuff. You can get 5 or 6 stars of a specific type, but remember, some of these guys require 4 types of, like, they need the helmet, the armor, the weapon, and all that stuff. And it's just hard to get 4 different types at 5 or 6 stars, and you need all those materials. So you might want to forge some 2 required ones with less stats. In general, it's probably better. Like, it's HP and resilience. HP defense is kind of nice for healing, or just making sure you don't die. Okay, that's it for forge. I can ignore the rest. I mean, yeah. There's gonna be, just follow the red dots, and you'll be able to see what the game is about. All right. Okay, these are my recommendations. If you have questions about the game, go ahead and ask, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Make sure to use the referral links in the descriptions. Remember, it is possible to do this in 15 days for free. I mean, there's also, technically, you can also have a referral program and refer somebody to get to level 50, but that's a whole nother thing, because you got to play on both ends if you do this. So, I mean, if you're going to refer 2 other phones, and you have 2 other phones to refer to, and then you're going to get both of them to level 50, not caring about any of the missions, fine. But that is, I mean, technically the third way, but the more difficult way. All right, I guess I can mention it, but it really is much more of a hassle if you try to do that. Okay, make sure to use the referral links in the descriptions of this video. Ask any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next one.